Like, and
See,
it was,
she is.
What ribs?
hold on, no,
her waist
she
was...
looked like, you know, I suppose, what do you call that era? It was Victorian or whatever, where them used to, no, and like her organs must have been balling out.
But she was cute apparently, so that's what's important apparently.
If you like that sort of thing, but then like for me, if I was going to that, which I wouldn't, but if I was going to that, I'd wear a black tuxedo. I just wear a black tuxedo.
You would
and then the
be
people,
outside of
and
the feed.
I saw like, somebody sent me something like, how dare these people wear a black tuxedo to the Met?
No,
and I'm like,
because Dennis, let me explain.
Yes.
Let me explain.
yeah.
Each year there is a theme. And so based on the theme, it was more garden, it was more...
So you put one of the flowers on a black tuxedo, man?
Mercy, it's a boutonniere.
And that is why Dennis is not invited to the Met.
That's
and
right.
Is why, I mean, I will...
But okay, look, okay, perfect. Don't move it. Please keep the graphic. That is Lewis Hamilton. Now look at the details on his jacket. Do you see the the flower petals?
Oh, look at him trying for Dennis.
And listen, we are trying to school him liquor. So he's on theme, but still keeping it very chic and timeless. You understand?
Nina can wear that.
I wish you could see Dennis' face right now. Yendi, failure.
I know.
Failure.
I love Nicki Minaj's look. She looked fantastic. I also thought that Demi Moore was the belle of the ball. She looked absolutely fabulous. Zendaya also always gets it right, in my opinion. I think Laura Roach does a fantastic job with her styling. You know, I could go on and on.
And we won't.
We will not.
Yes.
We will not.
Yes, darling. It was fabulous.
So why you have to talk in your nose like that?
Some people talk about fashion.
If we follow them, we talk about fashion for the whole day.
Wow.
Let's go. Let's jump into it. So, who wants to be a sunriser is the question.
Yeah.
Who wants to be a sunriser?
But you know, all they have to do is watch and win with Sunrise all this week.
Of course, darling. We'll be testing how closely you've been watching all our Sunrise segments.
So make sure you pay special attention every week, every day this week, that is. Because why?
At the end of the week, darling, we'll be calling two lucky sunrisers and giving them a special Sunrise Pop Quiz. $25,000 cash could be yours.
But you must be a part of the Sunrisers community. So go to our social media pages and click the link in our bio now. And if you're not on social media, you can send us a WhatsApp message at 876-833-0897.
Awesome. So, Yen, comment vas-tu ce matin?
Croissant?
Fluency Flex is up next after the break. Stick and say.
I'm in trouble. It's French.
All of Jamaica with the highest standard of gas products to keep you safe and well taken care of. Choose well. Choose IGL.
The time by IGL is
6:30.
Hello Jamaica, my name is Daniel Hewitt. The last time you saw me, I was graduating Distinction College. I now reside in the city of Brooklyn, New York, where I work at a prominent nursing home. I've always wanted to become a nurse, but being a single mother and living on my own made my dream of becoming a nurse seem far-fetched. Checking out different schools and different programs, I chose Distinction College because of their affordable tuition, flexible schedule, and their hassle-free registration process. Distinction College offers different programs in nursing such as pediatric nursing, geriatric nursing, practical nursing, and even phlebotomy. Because of the training I got at Distinction College and the international certification, I am now licensed by the New York State Department of Health to work as a CNA in the state of New York. And it all started at Distinction College. I took that step. You can do it too. Choose Distinction College.
Hi, I'm Wayne.
And I'm Tami.
And we are the Mitchells. You can watch Meet the Mitchells right here on CVMTV every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Yes, you guys don't want to miss it. We will be having new episodes every week, so definitely follow along with our family.
Meet the Mitchell family.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
You're the sugar to my tea. Meet the Mitchell family.
My day has come, the race has begun. I've traveled the seas, I've traveled the waters. Once I was weak, now I'm much stronger. I've worked in the sun, look what I've become. I've conquered the beast, now I'm much greater. I've learned from a failure. Dedication, discipline and drive. Seizing every moment that comes up in this life.
Chance here from outside! Baseball into the middle, it's a free header, and it's a goal!
Our days get a little complex sometimes. Often so many things make sense, yet so many do not. We are being intentional about giving prominence to the big stories in order to clarify and enlighten. Lead Story explains who, what, when, where, why, and how. Lead Story with George Davis, weekdays at 6:30 p.m. on CVMTV.
Bonjour, venez apprendre avec nous au lever du soleil. Come and learn with us on Sunrise. For the month of May, Yendi and I have signed up for a French intensive. And we'll be starting with the basics and hopefully making our way to the intermediate level. Make sure you stay with us on this learning journey, Sunrisers. You'll get a pop quiz at the end of the term. So joining us this morning is director and language educator at the Language Boutique, Avalon R. Scott. Welcome to Sunrise. Bienvenue.
Bonjour et merci de m'avoir accueilli ici.
Buenos días.
Bonjour, bonjour.
Salut.
OK.
All right.
Alors, aujourd'hui, parce que c'est le mois de mai, c'est the month of May. Mai, c'est quoi? May. Non.
May.
Le mois de mai, et c'est le mois de l'enfant. So it's Child's Month.
Oui.
And because it's Child Month, we'll be doing some activities that is really geared towards kids, les enfants à l'école et aussi à la maison. Okay? À l'école et à la maison, Dennis?
Yeah.
Que signifie? What does it mean?
House,
à la maison,
school.
exact.
Yeah, yeah.
At home, you guys can do some of these
Yeah, at home,
activities
yeah.
as well. Et à l'école, d'accord? So aujourd'hui, notre thème, c'est les couleurs.
The colors.
Ah, parfait.
Yeah.
So we're starting very, very basic. And we're actually going to use some material that you can easily find at home or aussi à l'école. D'accord?
Yeah.
Alors, pas encore. Nous allons jouer aussi un jeu de twister, mais pas pour l'instant. Not yet. Nous allons apprendre les couleurs.
We're going to start with the paper.
We're going to learn the colors first.
It sounded like
exact.
papel.
Non, le papier.
papier.
Ici, on
Like papier mâché.
Exactement. Exactement.
Ah, listen, I am truly a beginner here.
Yeah,
So
no.
Dennis has the French experience.
He
I'm a
does.
beginner. So if I can do it, you guys can get in on this at home, right?
Exactement.
All right.
OK. Alors, nous allons commencer avec des papiers, des feuilles de papier, et nous allons commencer avec les premières couleurs. Ça, c'est la
First
couleur.
color. Premier
Exact. Et voilà. Ça, c'est la couleur vert.
Vert.
C'est le vert.
Similar to verde. Vert. Vert.
All right.
Vert.
Après, nous avons jaune.
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 Vert.
Vert. Parfait.
Jaune.
Parfait. Après, orange.
Orange.
Oh, that's really easy.
Exact.
Orange.
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 Oh, le français, c'est très facile. Violet.
Violet.
Like violet.
Exact.
Violet.
Violet. Alors, nous avons...
Orange.
Parfait.
Violet.
Parfait.
Vert.
Parfait. Et
Jaune.
Parfait.
Jaune.
OK, ça va. Alors, nous continuons?
We continue.
Exact. Rose. Rose, parfait. Rose.
Yeah.
So, ça, c'est plutôt pêche, mais for the purposes of aujourd'hui, nous allons dire que ça, c'est rouge.
Rouge. Yeah.
Like blush, rouge.
Exactement.
And like Moulin Rouge. Rouge.
Exact.
Yes.
Tu vois?
See, you have to forgive me. I'm the learner have to associate. Yes, I have to associate.
Exact.
Rouge.
Et après, la dernière couleur d'aujourd'hui, c'est bleu.
Bleu.
Alors, nous allons réviser. Bleu.
B-L-E-U.
Bleu. Alors, vous pouvez le voir sur l'écran. So you can see it on the screen, how it's all written.
Bleu.
Exact. Avec les lèvres comme ça. Bleu.
Bleu.
Exact. Alors.
Et les macarons.
Les macarons, exact, pour rappeler un peu de la France. Alors, nous allons réviser les couleurs rapidement.
Oui.
Going to review quickly.
Parfait. Réviser rapidement. So we're going to review them really quickly. Les couleurs vert. Allez-y.
Orange.
Orange.
Rouge.
Rouge.
Rose. Yeah. Bleu. Jaune.
Violet.
Et violet. Exact. Violet. Pour l'instant, c'est violet. OK. Alors, nous allons dire quelques phrases en français.
Oui.
Parce que normally, we talk about our favorite couleur. D'accord?
Oui.
Ma couleur préférée.
Ma
like my
couleur
preference.
préférée.
Ma couleur préférée.
Ma couleur préférée.
Par exemple, moi, ma couleur préférée est rose.
You like pink.
Exact. Ma couleur préférée est rose. Et toi, ta couleur préférée?
Ma couleur préférée est vert.
Et vert, d'accord, parfait.
Ma couleur préférée est bleu.
Bleu.
Exact,
regarde, c'est très facile. Alors, vous pouvez pratiquer aussi à la maison. Ma couleur préférée est soit jaune, soit rouge, soit bleu, soit vert, n'importe quelle couleur. OK? Alors, est-ce que vous êtes prêtes? Nous allons faire un petit jeu. OK? Après avoir révisé les couleurs, nous allons faire un petit jeu de twister. Si vous avez ce jeu à la maison, vous pouvez en jouer aussi. So if you have this game at home, it's very, very easy to play. I think Dennis has said that
never played it.
Tu n'as jamais joué? Yandy, tu as joué aussi?
How you say yes?
Oui.
Tu l'as joué?
Oui.
OK. Alors, c'est vraiment de mouvement. So we really want to show how language and education fun can come together.
Yes.
OK? So you can actually play while learning.
And learning to play.
Alors, il faut... And learning to play, c'est vrai.
My shoes.
Oh, OK. Bon, il faut enlever les chaussures. Alors, on enlève les chaussures.
How do you say shoes?
Et chaussures. Les chaussures. Ah, des très bons accents. Alors, vous allez apprendre d'abord, c'est la main droite.
Right.
La main droite.
La main
So, you know, you have to either put your main droite.
Main droite.
Oui, la main droite. La main gauche.
La main
gauche.
Main droite.
À gauche.
Droite.
À droite.
Gauche.
À gauche.
Exact.
À droite.
Main droite, main gauche.
Ma gauche.
On connaissait un adroit turn.
Right.
Alors, nous avons le pied.
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 Exact. Alors,
Droit.
c'est pareil en espagnol. Le pied droit.
Droit.
Le pied
Gauche.
gauche. Exact.
Pied gauche.
Gauche. Gauche.
Le
Droit.
pied. À droite.
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 Gauche.
Gauche. Wait. Gauche.
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 Left. Droite.
Droite. Droite.
Yeah.
Plus ou
Hand
moins.
is
Main.
main.
La main
Main
droite.
non.
La
Main.
Hey, you see?
Main droite.
La main droite.
Gauche.
La main gauche. Exact.
Main gauche.
Le pied gauche.
Pied gauche.
Exact.
Non, pied gauche. Pied droit.
Et le pied droit.
Droit. OK.
Parfait? OK. Alors, normalement, on joue par ici, pardon. Nous avons un petit indicateur ici qui nous dit ce qu'il faut faire. Ça, c'est en anglais, mais pour l'instant, nous allons le dire en français. So we're going to still tell you the instructions en français. OK? Je me passe par ici. OK. Alors, Dennis, tu vas commencer avec le pied gauche sur la couleur verte.
OK.
Exact. OK. Yandy, pour toi, la main gauche. Non, main gauche.
Just kidding.
Alors, la main gauche sur la couleur jaune.
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 Is yellow.
Exact.
Sorry.
Jaune.
I'm too excited.
OK, parfait. Denise, à ton tour. OK, ta main droite sur la couleur bleue. Il faut essayer de ne pas tomber. So the aim is to try. The aim is to try not to fall.
Right.
OK. Yendi, à ton tour. Ton pied gauche.
Pied is my left foot.
Exact.
Left.
Pied gauche, left foot.
En couleur?
Bleu.
You got that.
Yeah, okay. Okay, all right.
Avalon, can you tell us a little bit about the language boutique while we're down here?
Sure, I will. So the language boutique is a bit like this. We like to play lots of games, and we like to incorporate learning with fun. So that's very important for us. We also offer classes to kids, teens, and adults. We're located at Constant Spring Road, at 134 Constant Spring Road, and we're also in Clarendon as well.
Interesting.
Yes, so we have 2 locations, and we're offering now classes for CSEC kids and also kids
Profound. Dennis is ready for his other one. He's ready.
Ta pied, le pied droit, tu dois mettre sur le jaune. Oh, jaune. Oh, dommage, il faut pas toucher. OK. Yendi, à ton tour. Main droite. OK, main droite sur la couleur rouge. OK, c'est facile. Denis, à ton tour. Main gauche. Oh, il tombe. OK, main gauche sur la couleur rouge.
No, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
In French, how do you say, Dennis don't mash my can?
Oh my gosh.
It's not gonna happen.
Oh no.
How do you say my hand or my finger?
C'est mon doigt.
Mais ton doigt.
Mes doigts.
How you say ouch?
Mon doigt. But this was a great séance for you. Merci beaucoup de m'avoir accueilli ici.
Merci.
And we look forward to the next sessions where we'll be adding a little bit more. So it's important to practice at home. You guys also practice, révise. Il faut réviser.
Oui.
Okay. Because we're going to be adding the colors to something a little fun aussi la semaine prochaine.
Nice. Very, very cool. I really enjoyed that.
I'm glad you did, and I'm very happy to have been here. And I want to wish all the students who are doing their exams bonne chance pour les examens de CSEC et CIC.
Ah, oui.
I'm on my way to being a polyglot.
Au revoir, Mademoiselle Arska, Director and Language Educator at the Language Boutique. Coming up next, we continue to celebrate Read Across Jamaica Day. We will be looking at accessible digital textbooks for all. Sunrise continues after this.
This is really cool. Maybe I will take up a new language in my big age. Yeah.
Even though we're mid-year, but it's okay.
7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm Barbara Kerr Thompson, founder and principal of Porter's Center for Knowledge. It was not my intention to start a school. I was merely helping my friend's son who struggled in prep school. But more parents came, and more, and so here we are. The biggest hurdle is always going to be finding the capital to build out a dream. Because I was not established to approach, I felt at the time, a bank that could help me. Sagicor Bank came into our lives after we tried 2 other banks. We were able to access a personal banker who was able to lead us in the right direction. She was able to help us to stay afloat with access to products like business credit cards and overdraft. I applaud Sagicor Bank for supporting women in business.
Get tiled tiles and get creative with your floors, walls, and all the spaces in between. Our knowledgeable sales consultants are happy to help create your beautiful finish with the latest designs in first quality porcelain, wood look, vinyl, mosaics, natural stones, and countertops. At Creative, you will get every tile you need for your residential or commercial projects. Creative Building Finishes, your one-stop shop for everything tiles. Visit our showroom at 5 Red Hills Road or call 876-929-5553. Get tiles, get creative.
Hi, I'm Celine Gordon, host of Holy Road.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy John Mark Wigan, host on the show Holy Road. Listen, people need to know what's happening in the churches and in ministry in all of Jamaica. It's an absolute blessing. We're really excited to share this.
Tune in to CVM. See it happen.
No more fear of missing out. CVMTV News is on YouTube. Get up-to-date news, sports, and business content at CVMTV News anytime, anywhere. Subscribe now to CVMTV News to see it happen.
Jamaica's favorite drama, Your Guilty Pleasure.
You listen to me, is it, Reverend Martin? I don't want you to gamble with my life or the lives of our children.
Royal Palm Estate is on CVM every Tuesday and Sunday at 9 p.m.
Hi, I'm Wayne.
And I'm Tami.
And we are the Mitchells. You can watch Meet the Mitchells right here on CVMTV every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Yes, you guys don't want to miss it. We will be having new episodes every week, so definitely follow along with our family.
Meet the Mitchell family.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
You're the sugar to my tea. Meet the Mitchell family.
It's Gray with space. Gray plays it through. Here's Bell. It's Stanley. Loses it up. Nicholson punished. Chance here from outside. Raise ball into the middle. It's a free header, and it's a goal.
We are here in Petersfield in Westmoreland. We're looking for Chantel, a female farmer.
This is Farmer Chantel.
No, Chantel. Me look at a big woman with that head tie up. Oh my, can be a hot girl farmer. That's a hot girl farmer. Chantel, we're here, you know, we're in your office. We're in your what? Corner office.
I quit my job.
Quit it.
And I went into farming full time.
Full time?
We're not limiting ourselves in farming.
Okay.
Farming is a big field. Why not go all
out? 7 days a week, you go to the bush, you go to the farm, you clean the pen, you give the goats them water, you go to the chicken farm, you do the chicken business, and you're a mother of 2 children. Chantel, at this point in time, I call her superwoman. Super Chantel. Put on your cape.
Yes, sit nice, boy.
Hear me now from the voice in this IRT. You're watching Cooking with Love with Chef Simpson and CVMTV.
Man of life bring a vibes from the corner. Done with the crime and the drama.
Chef Upteen. Chef Teen. Chef Teen. Stay tuned. Don't change that there. Yeah? Can't put curry in a soup.
And the girls them a dance to the song, yeah. Phone ring.
Turn the camera away. Turn it again. It's beautiful.
Happy time.
The list. Love it. Oh my God. Tagwan. Brother, you're not getting no.
Happy time, yeah. When the happy time, you know where to find. It's another day.
So this morning, as we celebrate Read Across Jamaica Day, we are spotlighting inclusivity and the importance of fair and equal opportunities to participate, contribute, and succeed. Now, UNICEF Jamaica's Accessible Digital Textbook Project is pioneering inclusive education by converting 12 storybooks, including My Brain is My Boss, into universal design for learning format.
All right, well, through sensitization efforts, targeting teachers, book industry professors, and parents and children with without disabilities, with and without, will access interactive learning experiences both in classrooms and at home. Here to tell us more this morning is 7-year-old student at the Danny Williams School for the Deaf, Ari Jones. We also have his mother, Stacey Ann Sturridge, and education specialist at UNICEF, Rebecca Tortello, joins us online via Zoom. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Morning.
Hi,
Morning.
Rebecca.
Hi Stacey and hi Ari. Hi Ari.
Hey.
Hi Yendi.
Hey. So Stacey, I'm going to come to you first. Yes. Let's talk a bit about the experience as a mom who has a deaf child who is a ball of energy and absolutely, from all accounts we can see, he's thriving. Yes. What has the journey been like for you from the 9 months when he got his diagnosis to where you are now?
Initially, it was hard because every parent wants a normal, perfect child that society believes that we should have, but then you have to understand that that's not the game that everybody has to play.
Right.
So you decide how you're going to play that game. And for me, it was ensuring that early intervention was going to be what I focused on. And that is what made the journey easier.
Yeah, Stacey had mentioned early intervention, Rebecca. Let's talk a little bit about how important it is. The intervention is not just what happens at home, but what happens in schools and what's happening now in allowing the textbooks to become accessible. Let's walk through how important that is and the impact it has to include children with disabilities in the learning program.
Sure. So, well, I mean, the inclusion, it's all about inclusion. So the policy, the country's policy is really about trying to move towards mixed ability classrooms as much as possible. So the more that we can create resource materials that facilitate that, the better. So these books and the universal design format basically allow children with and without disabilities to learn in the same classroom from the same teacher. So you don't need to have another teacher, for the entire class. So you see images on the screen of Ari with his classmates looking at a tablet. So the books are accessible on any device, a phone, a tablet, a laptop, whatever. And they have sign language. So for Ari, when he was first reading these, it was the first time he'd seen a book in his language. So he's able to click on the little icon. When you go to the actual pages, you see a little icon with hands, and when you click on that, the sign language person pops up, and you can sign language. And if you don't turn that on, what happens is you hear the audio and the words light up. Also, you have descriptions of the images on the page. So it's not just the words on the page that are spoken; it's also what the images look like on the page. You can make the font, the colors, all of these things are factored in the design. In Universal Design for Learning. And Jamaica is the first English-speaking island in the Caribbean, the first English-speaking country in the region, in Latin America and the Caribbean, to have these accessible digital books. And when we finish our first set of 12, we'll be able to share with other countries in the English-speaking Caribbean and around the world, really. And we took these books, we chose to do these books because we're really focusing on foundational literacy and numeracy. The book series is really for grades 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to be embedding them into another platform for learning to support catch-up learning, one-on-one, small groups, or whole classes called the Learning Passport. And it will be inclusive because there will be these inclusive elements in the platform. We're not finished with that one yet, but we'll come back to tell you about that one. But these books, I think My Brain is My Boss used to be one of Ari's favorite books. That's what his teacher, Miss Matheson, told us.
Still is.
Okay, good. And there are activities that we wrote to put into the book, so it's not just a story anymore, it's become more interactive. We did that with the help of a technical working group of teachers, children with and without disabilities. So you can imagine where you might have a description for a word that might be okay for one child, but if a child has intellectual disabilities, that teacher would say, or told us, no, we have to break that down more. That's not going to work. So it was a very instructive process for us all around, and we're very much looking forward to finishing the 12. We've been building capacity in the ministry. We've been doing this with Book Fusion, which is a Jamaican company. We're so fortunate to have Book Fusion on the island. Without Book Fusion, this much more complicated. And in fact, Book Fusion has helped other Spanish-speaking countries to complete their conversion to universal design. So bigging up Dwayne Campbell at Book Fusion and his team, Carol Granston and Annette Piper, who have helped us to do research impact studies. So we didn't just develop them, we also tested them. Ari helped us to test them. So he's our ambassador, really. He's our accessible digital textbook ambassador. Awesome. And he's doing a great job.
Awesome.
And we're hoping to go to more schools with the help of the special education unit in the ministry.
All right.
All right.
There you see. And you can make the person bigger. The interpreter can become bigger, I think, if you click on her. So you'll see she's signing there the title of the book. See?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ari?
My brain is my boss.
And there's music and background voices.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows it.
Yeah, he knows that book.
My brain tells my fingers to draw. I draw a big, bright picture. My brain tells my feet to walk. I walk in a straight line.
I walk in circles.
I walk in a zigzag pattern.
Good.
My brain tells my eyes to open. It tells my eyes to close. My brain tells my mouth to talk.
And I begin to feel in control already.
It tells my mouth to pucker up for a kiss.
I could have him read to me all day.
My heart is my engine. My heart works all day and all night. My heart pushes blood through arteries and veins. My arteries and veins spread out like the branches of a tree.
All right. Ari, do you love to read? You love to read.
Yes.
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 How do you define very good or excellent?
How do you?
Very good.
Okay. Dr. Tortello, how can persons access these books, or this particular book and the other 12 when they're ready?
They're on the Book Fusion platform right now, and they'll be linked to the Jamaica Library Service, but of course they'll be on UNICEF's pages today. These two, we have 2 completely finished and 5 almost done, and we have 5 left that are almost being converted. It's a slow, steady process, but you know what's happening is that with all the new developments in AI, the process is going to speed up exponentially.
I can imagine.
So we're going to be able to convert much faster. So if you follow UNICEF Jamaica on any social media platform, you'll be able to access them today. And we've been doing sessions with teachers, and we'll continue to do those, and with parents to let them know that this resource is available.
You mentioned the parents. Stacey, and final word very quickly. How important is this for you that Ari gets this type of access?
Well, first of all, learning to read is so important.
Yes.
And I mean, we take it for granted because we can hear and it's normal for us to read. But taking Ari to the movies is what made me realize how important this actual thing was, because it has captions. So he's able to read the captions. When we went overseas, we went to the movies and they had a thing, I don't remember the name of it right now, but it allowed accessibility for him. And he was included because he could read the caption while he was watching the movie, and he could understand what the movie was about. So we could have a conversation about that movie. Spoke to the people at Palace here. They said they're trying to work on it. You know, we all have to be included. Inclusivity, as I said, is very important to me. especially because I have him to think about.
Of course.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Awesome.
Brilliant stuff.
You're doing an amazing
Honestly.
job,
Thank
by
you
the
so
way. Big up
much.
to all the parents
Honestly.
out there who are doing, an amazing job. It might not be easy, but it's definitely worth it.
Ari, I see you. I see you. All right, that was Stacey Ann Sturridge, 7-year-old student at the Danny Williams School for the Deaf, Ari Jones, and Stacey Ann is Ari's mum.
Yeah.
Also, education specialist with UNICEF, Rebecca Tortello. TK is on standby with the news. More Sunrise when we return. Thank you, Ari. Thank you.
Ari, 6 years old, student.
I am happy that I can share this book with my friend Michaela, and she is able to hear. This is my first time reading a book that has sign language.
Stacey Ann Sturridge, Ari's mother.
With Ari, that's when I realized that we do not include a lot of our society. They are left to the side and we just, I guess, live our lives not even thinking about them, because I did not know a deaf person or a hard of hearing person before Ari. It made me realize that I should try my best to include more people in the things that I'm doing. Being left behind is total sadness. You don't want to be left behind, even as hearing groups. Even if all of us here, we are hearing and somebody is leaving you behind, you're going to feel sad.
The Time by Hyundai or Hyundai 5 free payments, 3 years free insurance, or 3 years free petrol bonus is
7 o'clock.
Jan Bank Small Business Loans is linked to so many stories of ordinary Jamaicans and their extraordinary success.
We're very proud to have helped small, medium, and micro businesses come to life and thrive over the years.
It's a demonstration of our strong belief in the business ambitions of Jamaicans. Come, talk to us. Tell us your business. Let's start a partnership and let your business plans appear in real life.
Get ready! The best ever international meet to be staged in Jamaica. The inaugural Jamaica Athletics Invitational, a World Continental Tour Silver with a star-studded cast of international and local stars. Saturday, May 11, 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. at the National Stadium. Featuring the Olympic champion Hansel Parchment, former world champion Fred Curley, British record holder Zarnell Hughes, rising triple jump sensation Jaden Hibbert, Kyron McMaster, and Kristen Coleman, two-time world champion Danielle Williams, former world champion Dina Asher Smith, world record holder Toby Amusa, world championship medalist Shanika Ricketts, Marie-Jose Talou, St. Lucian Hot Shot, Julian Alfred, Nia Ali, Rochelle Clayton, Kemba Nelson, plus a surprise entertainment package never seen before in Jamaica.
Good morning. Welcome to Morning News. I'm TK Dawkins. May is Child's Month, and the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation is highlighting the importance of our children. One speaker is reminding the future of the nation's children is determined by its adults. Trisha Gay Kelly reports.
Children are the future, but with over 14,000 of them abused in 2023, Jamaica's future is looking rather dim. On Sunday, the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, KSAMC, hosted a ceremony to observe Child's Month, annually celebrated in May. And what better way to commence than with children leading the way? Young Akeef Nugent, the child principal who took younger children under his wings during the pandemic, says it's important to nurture the attributes children possess.
We cannot afford to retain silence any longer. We must be bold, we must be courageous, and we must be in pursuit of justice for our children. We must be their advocates, their protectors, and their champions. So I urge you all, do not let the memory of these precious children fade away.
In order to accomplish this, however, there is a role each citizen must play. And it's quite simple, as explained by Member of Parliament for Kingston Western, Desmond Mackenzie.
Let us try and ensure that no more names
under tragic and violent circumstances is added to this monument. Let us become more responsible.
Though the island has seen a reduction in the number of child abuse cases reported, the figure remains inconceivable. The KSAMC is hopeful such occurrences will continue on a downward trend. Mayor Andrew Swaby says it's not a good look for the island.
Some 14,130 preliminary child abuse cases for 2023. And while this represents a decline of 6% compared to the previous year, this is far too high, especially for Jamaica, being a small country.
The mayor adds there must be a rescue mission for the nation's children, as the society seems to be failing them. Trisha Gay Kelly, CVM News.
And it's time now for Quick Biz with Andrew Laidley.
iCreator sold a further 10% equity interest in visualvibe.com Limited effective February 21, 2024. The equity interest was sold to a strategic investment group led by Anthony Dunn, resulting in a total divestment of 40% of the company. In May 2023, iCreator acquired 100% of the ordinary shares of Visual Vibe. Visual Vibe is a digital outdoor advertising company in Jamaica which has been in operation for over 16 years. The Bamboo Industry Association of Jamaica BIAJ is calling on the government to put more funding behind the development of the industry. This as the association intensifies efforts to normalize bamboo as a preferred raw material.
Bamboo is gold, and I say bamboo is our real green gold. And I really call upon the government and other private entities to come on board and to assist us in benefiting from this God-given product that God has given to us. 67,000 hectares of bamboo growing wild across Jamaica. It has always been a nuisance to many people, but we can now have something that we can benefit from. Economic benefit will come to those of us who really take the time and to make sure that we see it to its conclusion.
And that's your Quick Biz. Be sure to tune in to CVM News for the latest business news of the day. I'm Andrew Laidley.
And over to sports now. American James Webber captured back-to-back junior tennis titles after his win in the ITF Juniors J30 Montego Bay final on the weekend. Webber defeated his compatriot Joseph Hernandez 7-6, 6-2. The girls' crown went to another American, Olivia Traynor, at 4-2 over Canadian Avery Alexander. International professional tennis will return to Jamaica starting May 13, the first of 3 back-to-back M15 Futures tournaments. Match venues are Eric Bell Tennis Center and Ligony Club. Old Harbour Bay FC outscored Bowls FC 4-3 to register their first win in the 2024 St. Catherine Football Association Major League on Sunday. Cedar Grove were also winners, beating Rivoli United 1-0. Royal Lake stopped DB Bazovac 3-1. And that's it for Morning News. Join us again at noon for more from our news and sports desk. I'm TK Dawkins. More Sunrise after this.
The race has begun, I've traveled the seas, I've traveled the waters. Once I was weak, now I'm much stronger. I've worked in the sun, look what I've become. I've conquered the beast, now I'm much greater. I've learned from a failure. Dedication, discipline and drive. Seizing every moment that comes up in this life.
We are here in Petersfield in Westmoreland. We're looking for Chantel, a female farmer.
This is Farmer Chantel.
No, Chantel. Me look at a big woman with a head tie up. Oh my, can be a hot girl farmer. That's a hot girl farmer. Chantel, we're here, you know, we're in your office. We're in your what? Corner office.
I quit my job and I went into farming full time.
Full time?
We're not limiting ourselves in farming.
Okay.
Farming is a big field. why not go all out?
All out. 7 days a week, you go to the bush, you go to the farm, you clean the pen, you give the goats and water, you go to the chicken farm, you do the chicken business, and you're a mother of 2 children. Chantel, at this point in time, I call her superwoman, Super Chantel. But then you came.
No more fear of missing out. CVMTV News is on YouTube. Get up-to-date news, sports, and business content at CVMTV News anytime, anywhere. Subscribe now to CVMTV News to see it happen.
Puts this one on ice.
Welcome back to Sunrise. Read Across Jamaica Day is used to promote the significance of reading and literacy among Jamaicans during Education Week every year. And our dear friend and Anansi's best friend, award-winning writer, actress, storyteller, founder, artistic director of Untukuma Storytelling Foundation, of course, we have Dr. Amina Blackwood Meeks. She will share the importance of reading and storytelling. Good morning, Dr. Blackwood Meeks. How are you?
I'm fabulous. I heard you all talking about some of my favorite books, which we discovered in high school.
Yes.
Gibran.
Yes.
And how surprised you were that your children are not really your children.
Yes.
What a wake-up call.
Yes, to all of us, right? I love that when we were introducing you, you pointed out your pin. Let's talk a little bit about, in general, the importance of literature, but also the importance of keeping the stories that were our grandparents' stories, our parents' stories, and will be our future grandchildren's stories.
Absolutely. Do you know that my godfather was a teacher?
Okay.
Back in the day, we had veranda school, they never named basic school.
Yeah.
And my godfather would collect me every morning before I could walk and would sit me at his desk while he taught. And I grew up believing that the book was the natural extension of your fingers.
Right.
And I cannot imagine my life without a book. You're looking at my handbag, me always have a book. If the plane late, if the traffic light on red, don't tell anybody that part. But if I have 2 minutes, I'm reading. It's a way to discover the world and discover yourself and enhance who you are or want to be. And then about the stories, I know that I brought Anansi. Me and Anansi going to read across Jamaica today, literally. But once upon a time is how we're living now. And how we're living now will become the once upon a time our great-great-grandchildren speak about.
Yes.
So we have a responsibility to give them something wonderful to talk about.
All right. Well, we definitely want you
Me
to
and Anansi
get
now
into the reading.
going to read this book. Hello. We need to build a new nation.
All right.
And this book was written many, many years ago, and then you can guess. You can guess, you can guess, you can research. How many years ago this might have been? Shall I begin? We might not have a chance to read all of the story, but at the end I will tell you where to get the book. Is that okay? Makeda was sitting on the veranda steps. It was her favorite place to sit and think. Sitting one step down, Makeda would rest her elbow on the next upper thread. She liked the pose. Can you do that pose? She liked the pose, yes. It made her feel special. Every evening, she would assume that pose and wait for her mother to return. Hello. That was always the first word her mother whispered ever so lovingly as she came through the gate. She was ever so mindful that she might be interrupting some beautiful thought in Makeda's head. Makeda knew how to respond. Hello, she would say, turning her head slightly to look her mother directly in the eyes. It was the polite thing to do. That's what she had been taught. Always look someone directly in the eye when they speak to you and smile. As she did, that old poem would be floating in her head. The world is like a mirror, reflecting what you do. And if you face it smiling, it smiles right back at you. In that moment, her mother was her world. Makeda tried to mirror her beautiful smile. Then she would return to her previous position, even as she listened to her mother's instructions. They always began with the words, "We need to." Makeda knew what would come next. It amused her that each day was so predictable. She even wrote a dub poem about it. You want to hear the poem? Anominium Salaman Gunde. Washing take the fun out on Monday. Me must put out the trash pan Tuesday. The plate better wash themselves on Wednesday. The grocery shop too noisy on Thursday. And every day in the week should be Friday. Makeda loved Fridays. On those days, her mother would say, "We need to get some jerk chicken." That was Makeda's favorite meal. Still, she wished that one day they would do something different. After thinking about it for a while, she got an idea. It was the last Friday in March, the end of International Women's Month. Her class had talked about it at school, and the teacher had informed them that the theme that year was Women in Decision Making. When she got home from school, she was surprised to see her grandmother Pearl, who had come to visit. Grandmother Pearl was watching television. "Hello," her grandmother called out, and what do you think Makeda did? She looked her grandmother directly in the eye. She smiled, knowing it was the polite thing to do. "Hello," she said. "Well, come here, young lady," her grandmother beckoned. Whenever Grandmother Pearl called her young lady, Makeda would assume her chin up, head high, pose in anticipation that something extra special would happen next. This time, her grandmother said, "Come and see what's on television." Makeda got very excited. She climbed onto the sofa and snuggled up to her grandmother. "We have a new prime minister," Grandmother Pearl announced. "That's what teacher said today." Makeda was showing off now, you know. Still, her eyes grew wide. Grandmother Pearl continued, "A woman prime minister. And she's going to be on television." "What's wrong with a female prime minister being on television?" asked Makeda. Her eyes grew wider. "That's all very new," Grandmother Pearl said in amazement. "That is the first time that ever happened in all my born days. You have never seen a woman as a prime minister? A new female prime minister?" Makeda said it all very slowly. She tried to understand what Grandmother Pearl wanted her to know. Just then, someone on television said something about nation building. She was trying to understand it all when her grandmother interrupted her thoughts again. "And what would you do if you were the prime minister, young lady?" There it was again. Grandmother Pearl had called her young lady once more. "Chin up, head high." "Well," she said, "I'd make a big decision. I, Makeda, would build a new nation." Her grandmother Pearl chuckled. "And how would you do that?" And that's where we're going to leave the story for today. For you to dream up all the wonderful ways in which you could build a new nation. And if you want to read the rest of this story and my other books, they are available in all major bookstores and in pharmacies and in Fimi Bookshop. You want to know where Fimi Bookshop is? Wherever you see my car.
Oh, that was fantastic. I want to know what happens next.
You got to come to Fimi Bookshop.
Oh, what a cliffhanger. That was fantastic stuff. Dr. Amina Blackwood-Meeks, writer, storyteller, founder, artistic director. Fantastic stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you, boys and girls. I appreciate you.
Awesome. And this little one.
Yes.
Awesome. The only boy in the
I observed every time you said chin up, head high, I observed the posture change.
Is that right?
Yes, including myself. All right, it's now time for a short break. More on Sunrise when we return. That was fantastic.
Wonderful.
Truly fantastic.
Protecting Jamaica's borders is a key priority for the Jamaica Customs Agency. The JCA will remain vigilant and resolute in effectively fulfilling this mandate. The time, brought to you by the Jamaica Customs Agency, is 7.
Are you ready?
What do these people know that you don't know? They understand how listing on the Jamaica Stock Exchange can improve the profitability of their company. They know the potential for increasing the company's capital, the governance requirements, the tax responsibilities, the ownership implications, and the procedures for listing. They have the knowledge to make an informed decision on whether or not to go public. Knowledge is power. If you don't know, you can't act. Begin a conversation with the Jamaica Stock Exchange to gain the information you need to make a decision.
I'm Stafford Burrows.
I'm Marilyn Burrows.
My name is Hugh Graham.
I'm John Mafood. My name is Derek Cottrell, and we are listed on the Jamaica Junior Stock Exchange.
Give us a call today at 876-967-3271 to begin your transformation through conversation. We want to see your company listed on the Jamaica Stock Exchange.
There are lots of reasons to believe in a dog food brand. Great nutrition, great price, and your dogs love the taste. But what if it's also made for Caribbean dogs? No artificial colors or flavors, with an eye on the environment, so we only use paper bags. Then you will be just as happy as your dog, truly. It's true, we love dogs.
So today we continue our special coverage of Education Week, a time dedicated to celebrating the transformative power of education with the National Education Trust, an organization dedicated to mobilizing resources for our education sector. So joining us this morning is Director, Donor and Partnership Manager at the National Education Trust, NET, Keisha Johnson, and Director of Ald's Academy and Charity Foundation, Shernette Ald. So they'll discuss their collaboration with the NET and the Foundation's exciting upcoming fundraiser. Good morning, ladies. That sounded like a lot, but I love what's happening here because we're raising funds and pouring it into education, which is a win-win.
Absolutely.
Indeed. Yeah,
yes, absolutely.
Let's talk about, Keisha, first off, let's come to the importance of some of the work that the NET does.
Oh, wow. I dumb it down this way, and I say dumb it down to simplify it so we can all understand.
Yeah.
It's NET, that's the acronym, NET, NET, right? So I tell people we cast the net far and wide across the whole globe, and we bring in the resources for the education sector so that the students have what they need, the resources they need to thrive and to fulfill their potential. So I think that's easy for people to understand, that clear, simple concept. In essence, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Let's zero in on, for instance, it is Read Across Jamaica Day. It is a focus on literacy. What are some of the things that NET is doing specifically to provide support to improving literacy?
Well, as it stands right now, we bring the resources in. So there, I think we have mentioned some schools that are not doing very well with literacy and numeracy. And we have a drive right now to get support for those schools to help to elevate the literacy and the numeracy level for the students. That means programs that will help them to read, materials that are needed, the resources that are needed, integrating digital with the traditional ways of reading with your books like you've been doing this morning. And any kind of programs that we have seen in the past that have been successful in moving the dial in literacy, those are the kinds of things that we want to implement in the schools or just bring as additional support to especially those schools that are struggling in those areas.
You mentioned support, you mentioned casting the net. I'm going to say, sure, Net, you got caught up in the net because you're being pulled in, girl. Speak to us about Alt Academy and your charity and what support you offer.
All right, thank you. So thank you very much for having me here this morning. The Alt Academy and Charity Foundation was established in August 2021. We are a registered educational and charitable organization. We have two arms to our organization. So there's the academy arm that exists to, of course, provide or offer courses to individuals. And there's also the charity arm, which exists to provide scholarships, grants, and school supplies to children across Jamaica who are in need of these supplies. And of course, what you find is that since we've been established, we have helped 1,470 students in 18 schools across Jamaica. Of course, much of this would not have been possible without our volunteers. We have 8 volunteers in our organization, myself being one of them, and we have been, seeking to do as much as we can to help children across Jamaica.
Tell me a little bit about some of the successes that you've had, some of the things that bring you joy in doing what you do.
You know what? I think I just have a natural passion and a love for helping people from ever since. My mother, she was an educator for 35 years, and then I myself became an educator, so I'm a lecturer. And I've just had a natural passion and a love for helping children.
Keisha, yesterday we were talking about the NET, and we're talking about the importance of partnerships, but some of the times people don't know where to go. People complain unnecessarily, for instance, about the customs clearing process. And you at NET help to move the process along so that people who want to give back can give back. Tell us a little bit about how you get through the process.
The first thing I say is check net first. Right. If you want to donate to the education sector, and whether this donation is local or it's coming from overseas, especially if it's coming from overseas, as we're talking about customs, is check the NET first. You can go to the website, net.org.jm, but I say to people, send an email to info@net.org, because that immediately gets into somebody's inbox, and we are very, very good responding.
Okay, I was just about to ask.
Yes, we're very responsive. So even on the weekend, we're responding when we get those, because sometimes there's urgency to some of those requests. And what you do is you're going to consign whatever it is that you're donating to the NET. If you do not have a school identified, earmarked, that you want to give to, we can help you to find a school that has a need.
But you're not going to make the decision for them?
No, we don't make the decision for them.
You just share what the needs are.
We just share what the needs are, right? We do the assessments, so we know what the current needs are, because that's another issue.
Right.
But whether we identify and share the need with you, or you have a place earmarked, you identify that school, and there's a form that you'll need to complete. It's not very onerous, but there are important steps that we say to people, please follow the process. When you don't follow the process, that's where you have issues.
I'm going to ask another question. Now, sometimes with the best of intentions, people want to send back things to give to a school. You might have books, but you might have other things that
school bag,
but some of the time, but we have to also protect children from substandard products and all that. So I mean, tell us about how sometimes you have to vet some of the things that people want to send back.
Great point, because what we ask you to do is to itemize everything that you're sending, right? When we send this off to customs for them to give you the waiver, so you're not paying all the full fees, we're attesting that what you're bringing in is what's good for here, right? And so that's one of the issues, some areas in which sometimes we have issues and pushback. People don't want to list everything that's coming in. Well, if you're not listing it, we can't give you the assurance.
Right.
Right? So simple things like that. And there are some things, if it's technology, for example, we have set standards issued by the Ministry of Education that they have to comply with. And I've had donors come and a long list of items that they want to send. When we send it back to the MOE, they say to us, we're sorry, we can't accept these because there's no, there's upgrades for these kinds of computers, for example, that just don't work with what they're giving us.
Right.
So it doesn't make sense.
Right.
And so we have to be cautious that while we are very grateful for even the thought of wanting to assist Jamaica, we have to make sure that the items that we do get are actually relevant to the needs of the sector.
Let's speak a bit about the fundraiser. What's coming up? How can we support?
Oh, well, there's so many fundraisers coming up. There's the Adopt a School program, and that is ongoing. And I know when people hear that, they think, oh my God, it's a lot of money. No, whatever you can do, if it is that you can just go into a school and read for the kids, that's part of the Adopt a School program. If you have the funds that you are able to build an extra classroom or a resource center, give ICT device, whatever it is, whatever way you can contribute where the need exists, that's a part of being a part of the Adopt a School program. And I say to people, we all know the adage that says, it takes a village to raise a child. We take it one step further and we say it takes an invested village to raise a child.
Love that.
Do you understand? And so whatever you can do, and the important thing is that it's relevant to the needs of the school, the specific school and the students at that time.
There's a Touch 1,000 Hearts project as well.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that before we go.
All right, thank you so much for that question. So the Touch 1,000 Hearts is an initiative, a yearly initiative of the foundation. And what we seek to do through this project is to give back school supplies to 1,000 students in schools across Jamaica. Of course, how this works, or how this side on the schools, is the National Education Trust who, they will say to us, like, for example, these are the schools who we think are who have children who are most in need of these school supplies. And so on a yearly basis, we have this initiative. And yeah, we're hoping to do that this year again. And we're asking, of course, reaching out to corporate Jamaican, to individuals, if they would like to, donate towards this cause.
We just saw a graphic on the screen that you're looking at doing your donation in August of 2024.
Yes, that was August 2020. It's August 2023. That was last year.
I seen there the distribution of the school supplies will be done this year.
Yes, it will be done this year.
So from now until August, people can get in touch with you and figure out how they can pour into the touching of the 1,000 Hearts.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Wonderful. Our guests have been Keisha Johnson, the Director and Donor and Partnership Manager at the National Education Trust, and Shrinette Auld, the Director at Auld's Academy and Charity Foundation. Well, on the other side of the break, we are Destination Tuesday bound. Stay with us.
Employers and householders, access the Heart NSTA Trust Skills Registry today to employ trained and certified skilled professionals. The time by Heart is...
Maybe it's time to explore your options. There's no harm in reviewing your mortgage arrangement and considering a better deal. CIBC Caribbean can help you narrow your search and decide. Switch your mortgage to CIBC Caribbean and enjoy a special interest rate and help towards your switching cost. Visit CIBCFCIB.com/inspired home for more information. Conditions apply.
Show mom some love with Bashco this Mother's Day. Spend $6,500 Jamaican dollars or more in Bashco for a chance to be the lucky winner of a weekend getaway for two by Ocean Coral Spring, a Gencare gift certificate, or an air fryer plus a Bashco branded basket of goodies. Competition ends May 7th. Grand draw will be May 9th at Bashco South.
Mindset Conference 2024, the Gospel Edition, Monday to Wednesday, May 20 to 22, at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel with Pastor John Gray, Pastor Travis Green, Dr. Jackie Green, Todd Galbert, Phil Thomas, Minister Marion Hall, Kevin Downswell, Sharon Gardner, Rhoda Isabella, Pastor Junior Tucker, Bishop Everton Thomas, and many more. Join us for dinner, workshop, panel discussions, praise and worship, undiluted word, and concerts every night. Mindset Conference. For more info, mindsetconference.org. Get your tickets now.
Hi, I'm Celine Gordon, host of Holy Road.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy John Mark Wigan, host on the show Holy Road. Listen, people need to know what's happening in the church and in ministry in all of Jamaica. It's an absolute blessing. We're really excited to share this.
Tune in to CVM. See it happen.
Hi, I'm Wayne.
And I'm Tami.
And we are the Mitchells. You can watch Meet the Mitchells right here on CVMTV every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Yes, you guys don't want to miss it. We will be having new episodes every week, so definitely follow along with our family.
Meet the Mitchell family.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
You're the sugar to my tea. Meet the Mitchell family.
Welcome back to Sunrise Destination Tuesday. You know we love it. It's all about discovering more gems for your travel chest. And this morning, we'll explore a few tips and tricks for making traveling a breeze with the little ones. We're joined this morning by travel enthusiast and owner of Happy Start Travel, Samoya Mattis. Welcome to the program, Samoya.
Thank you for having me.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
We're good.
Actually, ironically, exhausted from traveling with my little. So glad you asked, Samoya. So give me all the tips.
Exactly. So that's why I'm here, to make your life a little bit easier. One of the things when you're traveling with kids is that you have no control over them. They have their own minds. So one of the things I always advise people to do, especially when they're traveling with kids, is ensure, if you can afford it, get a seat closer to the front. So you get on the plane, you have more time to settle in, and you also get off the plane faster. Because they take a while to settle down.
Yes.
If you're picking a destination, pick somewhere that's close. An hour and a half, 2 hours, 5 hours max. Because once it goes over that, they start getting hungry. They start getting miserable. Are we there yet? How long is it going to take? And it's hard to control them when you're in that area.
Bring whole heap of snacks. Bring whole heap of different snacks. Snacks.
Absolutely.
And crayons.
Yes.
Crayons, coloring.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
You need to keep them occupied. Because I remember I was on a flight with a lady once, and she could not figure it out. I just had to, I said, I'll loan you my iPad until the plane lands. Because as soon as the child got the iPad and they could watch the movies, because the plane had the free Wi-Fi, it was all clear. Like even people on the other side was saying, thank you.
I can imagine. But you know, before we move on from the flight itself, that is something that some of the times we put some unrealistic restrictions on the child, like not appreciating a picnic, and then like other people on the plane
getting frustrated,
and you shame and all sorts of something. And you don't have to, just prepare for it.
I mean, once you understand the type of child you have, it's super easy for you to plan. Because if you know that, hey, it's somebody that gets rowdy or it's hard to settle down, then you know you bring extra entertainment. If it's a kid that gets hungry all the time, you bring extra food. If it's a kid that gets bored easily, you might want to have something other than a digital entertainment. You might want to have some games.
Some blocks. Blocks travel very easily as well.
If it's somebody that is interested in something specific, you walk with like a plush toy. Just know the type of kid you're traveling with.
Let's talk about Happy Start. When, where, how, why? Tell me about it.
Okay, so I started Happy Start in 2019 as a business, but I've always been traveling before that. You were actually one of my inspirations, you know.
Oh,
I saw you did 30 cities before 30.
Yeah, in my 30th year, 1330.
Right, and then...
That was a long time ago.
Almost a decade.
And when I saw that, I was like, I could do 30 before 30.
Yeah.
And then I did 30 countries when I became 30.
Nice.
And by the time I did 30 countries, I'd already came up with the concept of Happy Start to assist people to travel. And one of my major aims was to educate people on traveling visa-free in the region, ensuring that they could have passport mobility on their Jamaican passport, because a lot of people would think that you can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
But one of my platforms is to educate people that, hey, you can travel. There's a lot of places you can go visa-free. It's easily accessible on your Jamaican passport. You just need to know.
So what are some of the services that you offer, and especially a kid-centric offering as well?
Okay, so we offer...
Wait, pause. Can you just go back to that last image right before you answer that question? Yes to the Machu Picchu girl. Yes to the wonders of the world, girl. Okay, so as you were.
So some of the services that Happy Start offer are visa applications. We assist people to apply for visas, and it's not only to the major countries. We assist people with visas all around the world for either e-visas or visa online or visa on arrival. We assist with all of that. We assist with trip planning. So for families who want to travel with their kids, or you and your boyfriend, you and your husband, your entire family want to go, your school want to go, your work want to go, whoever you want to travel with, we assist with planning that, whether in groups or solo. We assist with booking flights, hotels, activities, or if somebody just wants assistance with just finding out information to do it themselves, because you have a lot of travelers who prefer to do it themselves. They just need the information. We also offer the service of providing the information.
How do you know? Like if I say, I'm going to Peru, but what's good to do in Peru at this time of the year? How do you know?
I've been to almost 50 countries now. So I've experienced a lot of countries, and I have vendors in even more countries. So I have first-hand experience to knowing when is the best time to travel to a specific country. Because most Jamaicans, they go to a specific set of countries. Not to say that we don't travel, but Jamaicans have like a set
in terms of our exploring right now, the Panama, the DR right now, it's a go on.
Exactly. And then outside of Tulum. So outside of this region, people usually go like Egypt, Thailand, and so on. So I've been to all those countries. So I know exactly when is the best time to go, when is the best weather, what to avoid, where to stay. And I go, when I go on exploratory trips, and I just behave like a local. I take the bus around, so I know, okay, it takes 15 minutes from here to here. It's not good to take the bus, even though I took it. It's better you take a taxi.
Right.
So even when I went to Bolivia, I took a bus like 8 hours to get to the salt flats.
Okay, we need to talk. We're going to wrap up the interview here. Somewhere we have business, girl. We got business. But no, seriously, where can people find you?
Okay, so in order to get in contact with us, you can visit our website at www.happystart.org. We're on Instagram, TikTok.
That's happy with an I?
Happy with an I. Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Happy Start Travel. You can go over there. You can see all the information we have. You can email us at travelhappystart@gmail.com, and we'll be more than happy to assist you in planning your next vacation.
Listen, you're about to assist me right now. That was Samoya Mattis, the owner of Happy Start Travel. It's also the season for gift giving, so my Pretty Luxe gifts are coming up next. So please stay with us here on Sunrise. It's about Bolivia. Every time I look up those flights.
Chance here from outside! Raised ball into the middle, it's a free header, and it's a
We are here in Petersfield,
in Westmoreland. We're looking for Chantel, a female farmer.
This is Farmer Chantel.
No, Chantel. Me look
Yes,
at a big woman with a head tie up.
man.
Oh my, can be a hot girl farmer.
Of course.
That's a hot girl farmer. Chantel, we're here now. We're in your office. We're in your what? Corner office.
I quit my job.
Quit it.
And I went into farming full time.
Full time?
We're not limiting ourselves in farming.
Okay.
Farming is a big
thing.
field. Why not go all out?
All out. 7 days a week, you go to the bush, you go to the farm, you clean the pen, you give the goats them water, you go to the chicken farm, you do the chicken business, and you're a mother of 2 children. Chantel, at this point in time, I call her superwoman. Super Chantel. Put on your cape.
Has begun, I've traveled the seas, I've traveled the waters. Once I was weak, now I'm much stronger. I've worked in the sun, look what I've become. I've conquered the beast, now I'm much greater. I've learned from a failure. Dedication, discipline and drive. Seizing every moment that comes up in this life.
Hi, I'm Wayne.
And I'm Tami.
And we are the Mitchells. You can watch Meet the Mitchells right here on CVMTV every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Yes, you guys don't want to miss it. We will be having new episodes every week, so definitely follow along with our family.
Meet the Mitchell family.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
You're the sugar to my tea. Meet the Mitchell family.
Mama, you know I love you. Ooh, you know I love you, Mama.
All right, so in a world filled with hustle and bustle, it's the small, meaningful moments that truly matter. So My Pretty Lux Gifts understands the importance of cherishing life's simple pleasures, from a quiet moment of reflection to the indulgence of a skincare routine, or how about just the beauty of a single flower. So their gift boxes embody the essence of everyday luxury, curated to enchant and delight on any occasion, especially Mother's Day. Oh, that sounds nice, jeez. Creative director of My Pretty Lux Gifts, Rachel Christian, joins us to tell us more. Good morning, Rachel.
How are you? Thank you for having me. I'm great.
First of all, what a beautiful display.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Second of all, it's so fragrant in here with the flowers. Tell me about My Pretty Lux. Why are we doing this?
Well, why are we doing this? Let's see. Okay, so we're in the creative industry, and we're into providing experiences. I'm a mom. I was married for a very long time. I've received a lot of gifts on a lot of occasions. And I love flowers, and I know that they have the power to uplift your mood and everything. But I've always wondered, what if I could get a little treat with the flowers? You know that way? Just a little something. Even, chocolates, but something more than that. Something to indulge myself in self-care, which is very important. And so with that in mind, we put together My Pretty Lux Gifts, which is never just flowers. You know, it's always flowers and a
little something.
I see. So that's what sets it apart from something else. Like, for me, the challenge is I'm going to give my wife something for Mother's Day, but I'm tired to give her the same basket. I'm tired to give the same basket. What makes these, what are you giving me that's different?
And that's why My Pretty Lux Gifts is here, because first of all, when we get a call from our customers, we get to know, okay, who are you giving the basket to?
Right.
You know, what do they like? Are they active lifestyle? Are they into reading? Are they into, what exactly are they into? So we kind of get to learn about who is it that we're gifting?
Right.
And so that makes it very customized, very personal, very individualistic. And then also self-care for us is a very big thing.
Yes, okay.
And at any moment you can steal a little bit of joy for yourself. You know what I mean? And it doesn't have to be expensive. When we think self-care, we always think, oh, this big expense. No, it's the simplest things.
Can we just underscore that, please? Every mother who's watching right now wants that moment underscored.
Yes.
Self-care is important, and it's just the simple things.
It's just
underscore.
I mean, it can be a 5-minute shower with the most lovely smelling bathroom. You know, just the smallest things. Walking by, looking on a picture frame. You know, just the smallest things that can uplift your mood and get you away from that hustle and bustle.
All right,
even
so
for a minute.
let's get into some of the boxes,
Sure.
especially because Mother's Day is coming.
Yes.
So we want to know what you have in store, what
Yes, yes,
deals
yes,
you
of
have in store as well.
course.
So tell us about some of the products.
Okay, all right. So everything, as I said, is here to pamper and delight.
All right.
And so in addition to flowers, which we like to keep really, really fresh, so we choose a very soft, light color palette if we're going for females. If we're going for males, it's a little bit different. Father's Day, you'll see that. But for the most what we do, we have a lot of moisturizers, a lot of body creams, a lot of bath stuff, we do eye patches, we do charcuterie boards. Everything is not here, but the minute you can steal a little cup of coffee for yourself, you're on the go, let's go, let's, make it work. Have a cup that you can carry with you, while you're moving. A picture frame to just look at, to say how you come out of the shower, you want to, pick yourself up, here are some eye patches, so everything that is there to indulge, to just take you away for a minute. Yeah. So this is BAM Cosmetics. One of the things that we're trying to do is we're really big into Buy Jamaica.
Yes.
And we've had a lot of feedback and a lot of interest from the diaspora and overseas in general. And so we really, really try to get a lot of local brands involved. And so here we have 2 on display, BAM Cosmetics and Your Everyday Skin, which is a 3-step skin system. So,
okay. This is a local?
A local product, yes, it is.
Okay, all right.
It is.
All right. And so, so it's coming up. So are there any specials that you have? Are you encouraging people?
We're a new company,
yeah,
and so we don't have anything. We had early order specials, which are over now because we're only a week away from Mother's Day, right? But for Father's Day, we'll surely have something in place.
Okay,
and
Avalanche.
Yeah, we want to also encourage, gift giving, not just on occasions.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Don't just give me a gift because it's my birthday. Or, a gift can be a small gesture of appreciation. Thank you so much. You really made a difference in my day, and just because. Just because.
So how can they find you?
So you can contact us at 876-815-3958. I hope that's correct. We're also at www.myprettylooks.com, and you can find us on Instagram at myprettylooksgifts.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Our guest has
just,
been.
Take this one here. Oh dear, will you look at that? Oh look, I've space for another. Whoa.
Don't forget your flowers in.
You don't have to force me, Rachel. Don't have to force me.
Our guest has been Rachel Christian, Creative Director of My Pretty Lux Gifts. It's now time to go to a break. But when we return, we'll have some amazing performances. More Sunrise after this. Stay with us.
It's beautiful.
Mama, you're the queen of my heart. Your love is like tears from the stars. He said, Mama, I just want you to know.
I live
To love. To enjoy life. To fulfill a dream.
to give for my family.
To enjoy life. I found out I had colon cancer in 2018. Surgical Life gave me this $120,000.
All the tests that I had to do, it was about 2-point-something million. But thanks to my Surgical Life critical illness policy, I was able to cover all my expenses.
Having a premature baby was expensive. My Surgical Health plan allowed me to add my son before he was even born. Out of $1.6 million, I only ended up paying $2,500.
I did 2 surgeries and that I had to be attended by nurses day and night. Surgical take care of $3.5 million for my head. What more could I ask for?
Protect what matters most with Surgical Life.
Cesar Huerta pounces. It's a wonderful finish from Luis Chavez. With a chance. Damari Gray scores. Mikel Antonio, and it's a goal. And the Reggae Boys take the lead. And Jamaica puts this one on ice.
No more fear of missing out. CVMTV News is on YouTube. Get up-to-date news, sports and business content at CVMTV News anytime, anywhere. Subscribe now to CVMTV News to see it happen. Our days get a little complex sometimes. Often so many things make sense, yet so many do not. We are being intentional about giving prominence to the big stories in order to clarify and enlighten. Lead Story explains who, what, when, where, why, and how. Lead Story with George Davis, weekdays at 6:30 p.m. on CVMTV.
Look who we have in the cut. No, today episode I got nice. Legends, Senator, my longtime brethren, the great, all-star, the king, and the man himself. Salute! You know, as man, we're not too God specialists, and that's the pinnacle of the problem. We want some new era. Do what you love and you never work a day in your life. Lie! You work till a week. It was pandemonium. Country people can relate to me I talk about.
What you think about me no matter, you know. What matter to me is what me think about myself.
Man United, you know. I don't care what man wants to say.
You know, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, man. You finished?
Yes, we finished.
The Cut is brought to you by Flo and Guinness.
Hi, I'm Celine Gordon, host of Holy Road.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy John Mark Wigan, host on the show Holy Road. Listen, people need to know what's happening in the churches and in ministry in all of Jamaica. It's an absolute blessing. We're really excited to share this.
Tune in to CVM. See it happen.
Hi, I'm Wayne.
And I'm Tami.
And we are the Mitchells. You can watch Meet the Mitchells right here on CVMTV every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Yes, you guys don't want to miss it. We will be having new episodes every week, so definitely follow along with our family.
Meet the Mitchell family.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
You're the sugar to my tea. Meet the Mitchell family.
Yes, it's nice, boy.
Hear me now from the voice in this IRT and you're watching Cooking with Love with Chef Simpson and CVMTV.
Man of life bring a vibe from the corner. Done with the crime and the drama.
Chef Obtain. Chef Tien.
Chef Tien. Stay tuned. Don't change that there. Yeah? Can't put curry in a soup.
And the girls them a dance to the song, yeah. Phone ring.
Turn the camera away. Turn it again. It's beautiful.
Happy time.
The list. Love it.
Oh my God.
It's a one.
Brother, you're not getting no.
Happy time, yeah. When the happy time, you know where to find. It's another day.
All right, it's time to step into the vibrant world of the Jamaica Festival of the Performing Arts Competition, an annual showcase designed to ignite and nurture and spotlight the boundless creativity of Jamaicans from all walks of life, aiming to empower individuals through training, exposure, and recognition, propelling them to make indelible contributions to Jamaica's dynamic creative landscape and bolstering brand Jamaica on the global stage. Well, joining us this morning to give us more details, we have Director of Marketing and Public Relations at the JCDC, Suweni Kane. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm great.
Nice.
It's Mother's Day month. It's Children's Month.
Yes.
It's Teachers Month. It's an amazing month for us at JCDC.
Indeed.
For those who don't know, I don't know how they wouldn't know, but the JCDC does so much more than what we know as festival song competition and what you see around independence and emancipation celebrations. There is such an important and integral part that has to do with our children.
Absolutely.
And molding them, especially for the performing arts. Let's talk a bit about that.
Absolutely. We, at the JCDC are super delighted and excited to work with kids from all ages, from as young as 4 all the way up, you know, unearth their talent, develop them through training, performance arts, and of course showcase their talent to the world. So for us, we work through the schools. Our year kind of mirrors the school year. From September all the way back to the end of the year. We find them across our parishes, through our parish offices. We put them in competitions at the parish level, and then they get to the national level, which culminates in this month.
One of the things I love about the JCDC is its role in cultural preservation, so that some of the institutional, foundational pieces of our culture are never lost.
Absolutely.
And what you're doing for the kids, for instance, in situations like they learn the poems, they get to perform, but they also bring new ones as well.
And we have about 8 categories: drama, theater arts, song, traditional folk forms, which by the way is not dead, right? I mean, we have a number of our creative art forms that are preserved, as you rightly say, Dennis, through the JCDC and the work we do with the schools and community groups, not just schools.
Indeed. Well, I think we should get a taste of the performing arts. And this group, tell us a little bit about the group that we have today.
So they will be performing here. They're one of our gold medalists. And we certainly are excited about how they bring creative expression to life. Porter Center for Knowledge, which is our school here today, is just one of our finalists. And their piece is one that you want to see. It's entitled Construction.
All right. Well, you guys take it away.
Ready, go! Jesus, I'm the real big man. Jesus, of course the mighty damn.
Trust Hawkeye's Total Connect. Hawkeye, securing what matters most.
Time by Hawkeye is 8. No more fear of missing out. CVMTV News is on YouTube. Get up-to-date news, sports, and business content at CVMTV News anytime, anywhere. Subscribe now to CVMTV News to see it happen.
I'm Celine Gordon, host of Holy Road.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy John Mark Wigan, host on the show Holy Road. Listen, people need to know what's happening in the churches and in ministry in all of Jamaica. It's an absolute blessing. We're really excited to share this.
Tune in to CVM, see it happen.
Chance here from outside!
Raised ball into the middle, it's a free header, and it's a goal!
Our days get a little complex sometimes. Often so many things make sense, yet so many do not. We are being intentional about giving prominence to the big stories in order to clarify and enlighten. Lead Story explains who, what, when, where, why, and how. Lead Story with George Davis, weekdays at 6:30 p.m. on CVMTV.
Yes, it's nice, boy. Hey, me from the voice in this IACT. You're watching Cooking with Love with Chef Simpson and CVMTV.
Man of life bring a vibes from the corner. Done with the crime and the drama.
Chef Upteen. Chef Teen.
Chef Teen. Stay tuned. Don't change that diet. Yeah? Can't put curry in a soup.
And the girls them a dance to the song. Yeah. Phone ring.
Turn the camera away. Turn it again. It's beautiful.
Happy time.
The list. Love it.
Oh my God.
It's a one.
Brother, you're not getting no.
Happy time, yeah. When the happy time, you know where to find. It's another day.
Look who we have in the cut.
No, today episode I got nice. Legends, Senator,
My long-time brethren,
the great, all-star,
the king,
and the man himself.
Salute.
You know, as man, we're not to go as specialists.
And that's the pinnacle of the problem.
We want some new era.
Do what you love and you never work a day in your life. Lie.
You work till a week.
It was pandemonium. Country people can't relate to me at all about.
What you think about me no matter, you know. What matter to me is what me think about myself.
Man United, you know. I don't care what a man wants to say.
You know, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, man.
You finished?
Yes, we finished.
The Cut is brought to you by Flo and Guinness.
All right, look how the time has flown. Well, who wants to be a Sunriser? Watch and win with Sunrise. All of this week, we'll be testing how closely you've been watching all our Sunrise segments. So make sure you pay special attention every day this week, because at the end of the week, we'll be calling 2 lucky Sunrisers and giving them a special Sunrise Pop Quiz. $25,000 cash could be yours, but you must be a part of the Sunrise community. So hurry on over to our social media pages and click the link in our bio right now. And if you're not on social media, that's not a problem, because you can send us a WhatsApp message at 876-833-0897.
All right, that's all the time we have for you today, but the Roundtable Squad takes over after this. See ya. Happy Tuesday.
Good morning and happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to the round table. I am Shelley, and joining me at the table this morning is my wonderful co-host with our big hair, Celine. Good morning to you.
Shelley.
Good to see you here, just big and nice. And of course, we have a special guest this morning, the Chair Emeritus of the National Child Month Committee, Dr. Pauline Mullins. Good morning, Dr. Mullins.
Good morning.
Wonderful to see you this morning.
Pleasure to be here.
Yes, always such a pleasure. All right, so how do you do?
I'm good.
Fabulous.
Praise the Lord.
As you should be, man. The time is flying so much, and it is Read Across Jamaica Day. Good morning to all the students. If you don't love to read, let's start, because you can try to love to read. Reading is fundamental, so pick up a book, right? Yes, man. So before we jump into the conversation, because, we have things to talk about, let's see what's going on the social buzz.
No matter what nobody say, live like your own way, even when the world's against you. Hey, no matter what nobody say, do things your own way, even when the world's against you. Let your light glow. People have a way of drawing their conclusions. That's true. All when them don't know you, know nothing about you.
You guys need to stop.
I chose that one because you are just phenomenal.
I thank you, darling.
All right? And where you live life and how contagious you live it is just inspiring to us all. And I see that you have my good friend Latoya Blackwood West in there.
Yes.
And as it is Read Across Jamaica Day.
It is Read Across Jamaica Day.
She is the founder of I Publish. How we go?
Yeah,
I Publish
right.
Jamaica Publishing Company,
Yes.
right? And she does publishing and communication services.
Yes.
So I wanted to big up the tour.
Oh gosh, and big up you, Celine. Yes, Latoya is doing absolutely great work. As a matter of fact, this morning they're in Montego Bay with the Grassroots Community Foundation doing a Read Across Jamaica exercise. So a lot of students there in Montego Bay, so they're doing really great work. And Gizam, the spies are out. I cannot dance to some music in peace. Yes.
No, I had to, because you always do it, and I love it, and I love you.
Thank you so much, darling. Well, of course, we're talking about literacy this morning, and I'm going to tell you about my bag of things. This book is called I Am Enough, and it's a book by Grace Byers. And I also think that parents, if you're not doing it now, read to your children. This is a great book to start with, especially when they're small. Read to them. Don't punish them with reading. You know, that's something when they say, go pick up a book. No, reading is not punishment. Reading is good. Reading is fun. Read with your children. This is a great book to start. Pick it up, read to your child right now. And if they enjoy reading with you, then they will continue to read their own books. It's so important.
And continue to enjoy
Dr. Mullins, what do you think about children reading?
I do agree with that. Reading is fun. And when I was going to school, I was taught reading maketh the man.
Or the woman.
Well, right? And so I found it interesting, and I really concur with that statement.
Awesomeness. Yes, man, it is Read Across Jamaica Day. Like I tell you, a reminder, because if you don't plan to pick up a book and read to a child today, please and thanks. I see something hot coming.
Thank you,
All
Abby.
right. You know, the other day I see somebody get pizza out of the actual box. I'm just mentioning it because,
bad man
vegetarians eat pizza too, me just say. Anyhow, let's talk about what's going on in the box. Comparing discipline then versus now. Oh, Lord. Lots of Jamaicans just sit up in them chair right now because they've got something to say about this. Let me start with you, Dr. Mullins. When we were growing up as children, well, I mean, discipline looked very different to me than it does now. And I'm going to ask you, what do you think about the progression? Has it gotten better or worse if you compare discipline, how we used to do it then versus what we're doing now?
I am really happy about this topic because one of the things that we need to recognize is that in the past, discipline, what we thought was discipline, really wasn't discipline. It was punishment.
Well,
in the past.
Dr. Mullins, come on, man.
In the past.
Make we talk the real thing, man. Some of it was abuse, man.
Well, this is where we're getting. This is where we're getting. This is why we said punishment. Because it inflicted pain and it taught us to grow up with fear and anxiety. Compared to now, the different methods that we are using encourages our children to have self-control. It encourages and teaches them patience. It helps them to understand how to communicate and relate because the styles are different. As a child growing up, I was flogged. The children grew up in my era. I mean, the belt was like the figure of authority.
Flogged so nicely, I used to get beaten.
Right? Right? Yes, it was a figure of authority. And this is what would happen. And sometimes it wasn't a belt. It was the hose, the electric car, the Dutch pot, you name it.
Well, on the man, not enough weapons were used against us.
Of course.
Celine, so you're a mom now, and I'm sure you had your own experience in discipline growing up, and you have to discipline your own child now. What are some of the things that you are using from when you were growing up? Or not using
what are right because so I struggled with what to use, how to use it, because I don't know if I was convinced with the nowadays that seemed very soft, and I didn't know if it would yield the results that I wanted to.
Right.
So even when I was looking up the definition of discipline, doctor, you said punishment, right? And it says it is a punishment towards obedience. Right? That is the result that you want. But then you really have to dig deeper. So I struggled with it, Shelley, to answer your question. But then I am realizing that the more I spend time understanding and speaking to and just spending time with my child, then I understand how to get the results.
Certainly.
All right, hold on then, man. Yeah, some people right now just watch the TV and I wonder, then it's where them people are come from with this foolishness. They must get beaten. Spare the rod. Spoil the child.
But that is something we say and think. And if we understand the concept of the rod, we wouldn't say that because the rod is really not a whip. Well, the Bible didn't say spare the rod and spoil the child. The Bible said that he who spares the rod doesn't love his child, right? That's what the Bible says in Proverbs. However, if we understand the concept of the rod was an instrument used by the shepherd. What it did, it gave authority, it guided the shepherd, the sheep, and it helped them. And so when it says spare the rod, if you don't guide your child, the Bible says a child let alone will bring his mother shame. If you don't guide the child, and this is where we need to understand what discipline is all about. It is not the hitting and the beating and the
guidance.
It is guidance.
Let's pause right there. Let's pause right there at the guidance. We're going to guide ourselves to a break, and we'll be right back after this.
Hi, I'm Wayne.
And I'm Tami.
And we are the Mitchells. You can watch Meet the Mitchells right here on CVMTV every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Yes, you guys don't want to miss it. We will be having new episodes every week, so definitely follow along with our family.
Meet the Mitchell family.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
You're the sugar to my tea. Meet the Mitchell family.
We are here in Petersfield in Westmoreland. We're looking for Chantel, a female farmer.
This is Farmer Chantel.
No, Chantel. Me look at a big woman with that head tie up. Oh my, can be a hot girl farmer.
Of course.
That's a hot girl farmer. Chantel, we're here, we're in your office. We're in your what? Corner office.
I quit my job and I went into farming full time.
Full time?
We're not limiting ourselves in farming.
Okay.
Farming is a big field. Why not go all
out? 7 days a week, you go to the bush, you go to the farm, you clean the pen, you give the goats them water, you go to the chicken farm, you do the chicken business, and you're a mother of 2 children. Chantel, at this point in time, I call her superwoman, Super Chantel. But then you cave.
And welcome back to the roundtable this morning. Our topic is comparing discipline then versus now. Well, we already established that back in the days, a whole heap of hands-on discipline that was going on. But let's talk about some of the modern techniques and tips and tools that are being used in place of the hands-on rod beating things.
Okay, so we know we are using systems of rewards. So we reward our children. If they do right, we give them reward. And if they don't do as expected, then we use coaching. So we're using a lot of stuff.
Give me a scenario. Give me a scenario.
For example, if a child, you ask a child to do something and you said to that child, now, if you complete your homework tonight by 9 o'clock, so you can go to bed 9:30, we are going to allow you tomorrow to have an extra half an hour on your tablet.
Okay.
Right?
So using the tablet
so
as the
you
reward.
use that now for them to, you know, do that. We're also using things like withholding in the same breath, withholding from them so that they can appreciate and understand why we are asking them to do what we are asking them to do. So we go back again to even schooling, because a lot of children, they don't want to do homework when they get home, right? And yet it is to be done at home.
Yes.
And if you go into some of the high schools, you'll see them trying in the mornings, trying to do it, because we are not following through at home to ensure that homework is done at home. So we can look at the child and we can say to the child, no, so if you don't complete the homework, this is what is going to happen as a result. You are not going to go to see grandma and to bake cookies with grandma.
I see in your example lots of communication. And Celine, you know, so I have to ask you the questions, you know, because I don't have any children for anybody, so I have to talk to the mom and dad. So Celine, what you hear her just do, can you relate to using something like that in your scenario with your kids?
Yes, I can. What's important about what she just said is that you talked about the child not coming home and not wanting to do homework, and I thought, really, that is so unfortunate. But then, if you spend time with the child, they will come home and want to do the homework.
But Celine, people at work. Celine, some women, some mothers, some parents
that's the problem.
Them not have the time. Them have to, them their work. They pay go home, and them just have to just.
Shelly, I'm going to be hard on this one. I'm going to be hard on this one. You have to make time. You have to make
You
the time.
are a mother. You got yourself there. You got to make time for these children.
You'll see the consequences if you don't.
I feel attacked.
That's the truth.
No, but okay, I see the validity in what you're saying, but we also have to bear in mind that one of the most popular family units in Jamaica is a single mother family. I don't say single parent, because we know what we're talking about. And the truth is, if she is working and she works long hours, and you see the traffic is trafficking, so a lot of the time she's spending the time commuting. So by the time they get home, she's tired, the child is tired, they're rushing to get to bed because they have to get up 4 o'clock in the morning and do it all over again.
All right.
How can we help somebody like her balance with discipline and ensuring that she wants her child to be successful too? What tools can we give somebody like her?
All right, so let me use my own scenario. When I was growing my child, I had 2 jobs. I had an afternoon job after my regular job. I would pick my child up from school and I ensure that the homework is done before I start my regular job.
Oh.
And I also ensure that things are in place. So by the time I leave my job at 8 o'clock in the night, everything would have already been done, and we are going home now to just do final touches and go to bed. So in my case, I was able to juggle my time.
Right.
And I want to encourage parents, you know, to just try and find a way. Everybody's situation is different. Therefore, you have to learn, how do I manage my time to ensure that I get the best for my child so that the end result is what I expect? Because what is going to happen if we don't give them the time is that the things that we really want as a result of good parenting, we are not going to get it. And so sometimes this is the reason now they do things that cause us now to have to think, how do I discipline this child for what this child has done?
Right. All right, Celine, here it is now. You shake your head at me when you talk about time a while ago. We're seeing a lot of students that are just not interested in school. They go, they don't pay attention, the teachers are struggling, they can't control them. What do you think we can do as the parent to try to help the teachers manage this problem? Because it is an issue. We are seeing the results of it.
Shelley, I know I'm going to sound like a broken record.
I will sound like a broken record.
Time spent with a child, and even with older children, sometimes you'll find that they crave your time and attention. And once they're getting that, you will see a result in some other area. So whether it be on this, in school, in discipline, you will see incrementally changes towards something positive.
Interesting. We're talking about time, because the time I run out, we left with, but we have to take a break. So we'll be back after this with our final thoughts.
So you mistreat them, so you lock them down, and you think that you've won, but them are all I meditate.
No more fear of missing out. CVMTV News is on YouTube. Get up-to-date news, sports, and business content at CVMTV News anytime, anywhere. Subscribe now to CVMTV News to see it happen.
Jamaica's favorite drama, Your Guilty Pleasure.
Listen to me, is it, Reverend Martin? I don't want you to gamble with my life or the lives of our children.
Royal Palm Estate is on CVM every Tuesday and Sunday at 9 p.m.
Bollywood has never been this good. Catch Made for Each Other weekdays at 12:30 p.m. on your drama station. Brought to you by
Hyundai Island Conditions apply.
Welcome to the ZZ Lottery Draw for 8:25 a.m. Tuesday, May 7th, 2024. The one-drop winning number is 25. The hat-trick winning numbers are 9, 4, 5. The four-play winning numbers are 5, 1, 7, 8. The fireball is white. Thank you for playing with Izizi.
Them can't take my soul, you know.
Thanks so much for staying with us. Woo, time flies when good things are happening. But you know what? It is time for the final thoughts. So I'm going to start with you, Dr. Mullins. Just tell us, what are your final thoughts about this topic? And, you know, if you want to give a tip or so, you can go right ahead and do that.
I would really like to encourage parents to think about time spent with your child. It's so important.
Yes.
When I was growing my child, she's 25 now, but when I was growing her, even though I had 2 jobs, I had to make sure, because I knew the importance of spending time. And the results that I'm getting now, I give God thanks because I spent time. Life is challenging. There's so much to do. But we do find time for other things.
Yes.
I believe a lot of parents are hooked on social media. They are so trapped, and they use that time to do what they want to do, and they do not take enough time to be with the child. I want to encourage every listener this morning. You may be a grandmother, you may be a mother, you may just be a caregiver. Yeah, but whatever you do, think about your child's future, how you want your child to be disciplined, what kind of behavior you want to see when the child is in school, because discipline really begins at home.
Correct.
Right? It begins at home. And remember what discipline is that we are teaching our children how to grow, how to develop self-control, how to develop patience, how to communicate. That's what discipline is, and not the whip and the stone and the everything else and the tongue. You know, we verbally abuse them too.
Lord.
Yeah, that's not discipline. Discipline brings good results, and so we want to encourage everyone hereafter. Look at the difference between punishment and discipline, and learn to discipline your children.
Woo! All right. Preach this morning, Dr. Mullins.
Yes,
hallelujah.
Well, for me, again, relationships are built in time spent. And you get the results that you need from relationships where you spend the most time. You spend time with your boss at work, trying to get good results, or even just keep the job. So make time for your children. They need it. Even if when the boss fire you, you have to come home to the child.
It's the truth.
Oh my goodness, what a very riveting conversation this morning. What I will say is, I'm going to say this to the community. Yes, mothers, I know I'm struggling, but let me talk to the people who you call friends. Look here, help her. Give her a chance. Take the picture sometime and make her get a chance to catch her brain, because it is hard. If she's trying to do everything by herself and she doesn't have you to support her, where are you friends anyway? Help her, and so she can spend time, Celine,
or help
with her children.
Help
I'm Sunday is Mother's Day. I'm talking to mothers, leaving me my final thoughts. That's a wrap for the roundtable this morning. Thank you so much to our guest, Dr. Pauline Mulling.
Absolutely.
And thank you so much to Celine with her big hair for joining us this morning. Remember, as you go on with the rest of your day, go forward into the world and be good and be on purpose. Take care. Walk good. See you next time.
So you beat them, so you mistreat them, so you